I have here half a finely chopped onion. I've got about 25 grams, again, a very finely diced carrot. 35 grams each of just normal garden peas and tinned sweet corn. And then here I've got a medium aubergine that's been sliced and then roasted. We've done ours actually in an air fryer, but you could do it in the oven. If you've got an air fryer, they're really good as well because there's a very minimal amount of oil that goes in there. And then here with the sauce, we have a couple of tablespoons of our hot bean paste, which is this one here. And to that there's been a bit of water added because it's quite thick. We want that coating in the fried rice, so I've added a bit of water there. So 2 tablespoons with about how much water do you think? About
2 teaspoons?
About 2 teaspoons of water, so just to give it a more fluid texture. And then a handful of chopped spring onions and coriander. Right, so in here we've got 300 grams of cooked rice. So that's the equivalent of about 125 grams of the rice grains that's then being cooked, absorbed all the moisture. You get about 300 grams there. This particular rice is a Thai fragrant rice, and we've got that available on our website as well. So it's Thai fragrant, favourite amongst Chinese, and in goes the rice. Now the important thing to remember when you're doing fried rice is that you cook the rice first, and then it has to be cooled. Ideally overnight in the fridge, but when you fry rice, never fry rice that is already hot, because what happens is that it will stick together, it will clump, and then you'll find it really difficult to actually keep the grains separate. Once it's in the pan, you've got to keep the rice moving. Now, in the takeaways, when they've got the big woks and they've got a massive ladle with a round surface, and they're basically pummeling the rice all the time just to keep it moving, keep it hot, spread the heat around and stop the grains sticking together. I'm going to create a little gap in the middle of my rice there, and I'm just going to tip the onions in. So the onions get direct contact with the pan there to get the benefit of the heat. I'm just going to let them start to cook off a little bit. Once they soften, I can then add in my other ingredients. There are no hard and fast rules about what goes into a fried rice. It's really about finding those vegetables that you enjoy the most. We like to use ones that don't give up too much water, so we tend not to put mushrooms in our fried rice because they do get watery. And we go for the types of vegetables that maintain their texture and their moisture. Okay, so the onions now actually started to brown up a little bit, so I'm going to stir that through. And then I'm going to pop in my carrots, my peas, and finally the sweet corn. Okay, and now it's all about just keeping it stirred, mixing it all up, getting the blending all those colours. You can see there how tasty that looks.
Looks
really
good.
Nice colours going on in there.
Yeah.
Now the aubergines, because they've already been cooked, I've left them till last. So essentially all you're doing, pop them in, let the heat go through them to reheat them. Okay. And then in goes the sauce. So this is it's a medium spicy sauce paste to start with. It's been diluted down a little bit, so just go by how hot you like your food. If you do normally like it fairly hot, perhaps add another half tablespoon of the paste in there before you stir in the water. Just tip that in there and stir through. Okay, just a finishing touch. A little bit of fresh coriander there.
Nice.
Okay, there you go. So if you want to just take a look to the camera. That's our vegan fried rice with aubergine and Yaus hot bean paste.